markers 410 and 418. Interstate 29 between mile markers 7 and 14. Interstate 635 between mile markers 5 and 7. Interstate 435 between mile markers 6 and 29, in between mile markers 34 and 38. Kansas Turnpike between mile markers 215 and 226. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:15 p.m. for the following counties in Kansas: Johnson, Leavenworth, and Wyandotte, in Platte, Missouri. The National Weather Service has issued Severe Thunderstorm Watch number 598, effective until 4 a.m. Wednesday. This watch includes the following counties in Kansas: Douglas, Johnson, Leavenworth, Miami, and Wyandotte, and the following counties in Missouri: Cass, Clay, Jackson, Johnson, Lafayette, Platte, and Ray. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Repeating, Severe Thunderstorm Watch number 598 has been issued from 10 p.m. until 4 a.m. Wednesday for the following counties in Kansas: Douglas, Johnson, Leavenworth, Miami, and Wyandotte, and the following counties in Missouri: Cass, Clay, Jackson, Johnson, Lafayette, Platte, and Ray. The current time is 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Wyandotte, northern Leavenworth, and central Platte counties is canceled. This warning has been replaced with a new severe thunderstorm warning. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 4 a.m. for northeastern Kansas and west central Missouri. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:15 p.m. for Wyandotte, central Leavenworth, north central Johnson, and southeastern Platte counties. At 10:54 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Lansing, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 70 miles per hour wind gusts. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Shawnee, Leavenworth, Lansing, Merriam, Bar Springs, Parkville, Tonganoxie, Basehor, Edwardsville, Weatherby Lake, Lake Quivira, Kansas City International Airport, Kansas City, Lake Wakamis, Fairview, Flatwoods, Fairmount, Farley, Pomeroy, and Waldron. This includes the following highways: Interstate 70 in Kansas between mile markers 410 and 418. Interstate 29 between mile markers 7 and 14. Interstate 635 between mile markers 5 and 7. Interstate 435 between mile markers 6 and 29, in between mile markers 34 and 38. Kansas Turnpike between mile markers 215 and 226. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:15 p.m. for the following counties in Kansas: Johnson, Leavenworth, and Wyandotte, in Platte, Missouri. The National Weather Service has issued Severe Thunderstorm Watch number 598, effective until 4 a.m. Wednesday. This watch includes the following counties in Kansas: Douglas, Johnson, Leavenworth, Miami, and Wyandotte, and the following counties in Missouri: Cass, Clay, Jackson, Johnson, Lafayette, Platte, and Ray. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:15 p.m. for Wyandotte, central Leavenworth, north central Johnson, and southeastern Platte counties. At 11:02 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Edwardsville, moving east at 50 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 70 miles per hour wind gusts. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Shawnee, Leavenworth, Lansing, Merriam, Bonner Springs, Parkville, Basehor, Edwardsville, Weatherby Lake, Lake Quivira, Kansas City International Airport, Kansas City, Lake Waukemis, Fairview, Platte Woods, Fairmount, Farley, Pomeroy, Waldron, and Muncie. This includes the following highways: Interstate 70 in Kansas between mile markers 410 and 418. Interstate 29 between mile markers 7 and 13. Interstate 635 between mile markers 5 and 7. Interstate 435 between mile markers 6 and 28, and between mile markers 34 and 38. Kansas Turnpike between mile markers 217 and 226. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:15 p.m. for the following counties: in Kansas, Johnson, Leavenworth, and Wyandotte, in Platte, Missouri. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 598, effective until 4 a.m. Wednesday. This watch includes the following counties: in Kansas, Douglas, Johnson, Leavenworth, Miami, and Wyandotte, and the following counties: in Missouri, Cass, Clay, Jackson, Johnson, Lafayette, Platte, and Ray. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Repeating, severe thunderstorm watch number 598 has been issued from 10 p.m. until 4 a.m. Wednesday for the following counties: in Kansas, Douglas, Johnson, Leavenworth, Miami, and Wyandotte, and the following counties: in Missouri, Cass, Clay, Jackson, Johnson, Lafayette, Platte, and Ray. The current time is 11:06 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:15 p.m. for Wyandotte, Central Leavenworth, North Central Johnson, and Southeastern Platte counties. At 11:02 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Edwardsville, moving east at 50 miles per hour. Expected hazards include 70 miles per hour wind gusts. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. Expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Shawnee, Leavenworth, Lansing, Merriam, Bonner Springs, Parkville, Basehor, Edwardsville, Weatherby Lake, Lake Quivira, Kansas City International Airport, Kansas City, Lake Waukemis, Fairview, Platte Woods, Fairmount, Farley, Pomeroy, Waldron, and Muncie. This includes the following highways: Interstate 70 in Kansas between mile markers 410 and 418. Interstate 29 between mile markers 7 and 13. Interstate 635 between mile markers 5.
Good evening, everybody. So I want to give you guys an update on what is going on. As you can see here on your screen, there is several clusters of thunderstorms that are going to continue to form over the next 4 or 5 hours out in northeast Kansas, and some of them are packing a pretty good punch. As you can see right up here near Topeka, they actually have a damage threat destructive with almost baseball size hail near Topeka. So that is what we're dealing with: strong straight line winds and the possibility of large hail this evening. Now, closer to home, up in the KC metro area, up around North Kansas City, Parkville, Wyandotte County, downtown KC, Liberty. There is a cluster of very strong storms that's moving in, 60-mile-per-hour winds possible with this. Now, the tornado threat is very, very low tonight with these storms. There's not a whole lot of wind shear, and it's just not the ripe conditions for tornadoes. It's very, very low, but we cannot say it's zero. So we'll be watching that this evening. We do, as you can see, just have a new severe thunderstorm warning coming out, and that's going to be for Jackson County, and that's going to include, of course, KC Metro, Blue Springs, Buckner, Birmingham, along 24 highway up there near Osage Trails, high school and junior high there off of 24. So Blue Springs, Lee Summit, you are just on the south side of this, but Unity Village, you're in it. Might as well call Lee Summit in this severe thunderstorm warning. 60-mile-per-hour winds up to nickel-sized hail possible for the next hour. Now, as we go through the night, I am expecting, and of course all of these cells out here in eastern Kansas, they're all going to be sliding to the east-southeast. So I think at least for most of our counties here in west central Missouri, including Cass, Johnson, Pettis, as well as Henry, I do believe we are definitely going to get some moisture out of this, maybe a strong cell or two. Right now it's looking like probably around 12:30 to 1:30 a.m. by the time they make their way into west central Missouri. One of the biggest reasons why I was coming on a little bit sooner than maybe what I normally do is we're starting to see a few of these cells starting to pop up ahead of this cluster in Cass County, up around Peculiar, Raymore, Belton, Harrisonville areas. So it's going to actually hit Cass County first. So I want to make sure that we're on. A lot of them are going to be woken up to a lot of lightning. These cells have a ton of cloud to ground lightning associated with this. So as you can see here on our sky cams, it's non-stop lightning going on up to the north and northwest, up toward these cells up here, just on the other side of the state line. So I do believe we're going to get some much needed rainfall overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. I'm expecting most of this should be out of here by 8:30 in the morning, somewhere in that neighborhood. We do have a chance for thunderstorms again tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, as this cold front kind of stalls down right in the middle of west central Missouri. So I'll be keeping a close eye on that as we go into tomorrow afternoon as well. So let's go ahead and put a timestamp on this for you guys. And that's going to be Harrisonville at about a half an hour. This is going to be for this main line here, okay? So we're going to have Harrisonville in 30 minutes, Creighton 52 minutes, Clinton at 1 hour 23 minutes, Windsor an hour and 22 minutes. So, and again, these cells are moving to the east southeast. We do have more cells behind this line, so we are going to be watching this over here over the next few hours, and hopefully we don't get any severe weather out of these thunderstorms. Hopefully it's just good soaking rain, because the farmers definitely need it. We are probably about 4 or 5 days out of having a index from the drought monitor take shape here in west central southwest Missouri. So we definitely need some rainfall to keep up those great conditions in the fields. It is starting to get dry, so we definitely need some rainfall with these cells, because after this gets done through tomorrow and tomorrow night, then we're looking, another week maybe before we see another potential chance of precipitation. So we're really crossing our fingers and hoping that we can get some moisture with this tonight. So just a reminder, we do have Cass, Johnson, Pettis, Henry, as well as Bates County under a severe thunderstorm watch till 4 a.m. Pettis County, you do have some areas in western Pettis County that's under this watch. So I'm kind of including all of Pettis County under this watch. And if you're not under it right now, you likely will be here within the next hour or so, as this line is not expecting to weaken. And we're going to see these cells intensify in eastern Kansas and continue to make their approach into on the Missouri side. So we're not expecting these things to weaken. If anything, they might actually grow upscale just a little bit. So again, severe thunderstorm watch out really for our northern counties here in west central Missouri until 4 a.m. and that's going to be for Cass, Johnson. We're going to go ahead and call Pettis in that as well, Henry and Bates County, and likely going to be adding a couple more counties onto that here in the next hour, maybe a little over an hour. I'm sure Springfield National Weather Service will take a look at Benton and St. Clair County and Vernon County, possibility of adding more counties into that watch till in the morning. So you guys got me for a long time tonight, so I tried to get a little rest earlier tonight, and it just seemed like one thing after another, a busy evening. So it's going to be a long night of thunderstorms tonight, with that possibility of some strong straight line winds. 60 mile per hour plus is going to be our primary threat for tonight. Secondary threat, we could see some hail to the size of quarters, maybe a little bit larger. And again, the tornado threat, very, very, very low tonight. These are not the kind of conditions that we see tornadoes form. If not zero, when we have severe thunderstorms out there, we cannot rule out the possibility of a tornado, but it's very, very low for the evening. So if you guys are planning on maybe heading back to bed, try to get some sleep. Make sure you guys have multiple means to be able to get that weather information. Hopefully you have a weather radio. I feel like that's one of the most important things, right next to a smoke detector in everybody's house. If you don't have that, then I definitely suggest our service that we offer here at Subby's Weather Talk. It's a little over $1 a month. It's $15 for an entire year. You sign up now, it's going to carry you all the way in through the severe weather season for 2027. That is going to be weather called Next Gen. So I am going to put that up here in the chat. And I go ahead, there's a link there in the chat. Feel free to click on it. Check it out. Like I said, it's $15 a year. You can add 2 phone numbers on it. It'll wake you up in the middle of the night. You're going to get a phone call with my voice on it telling you that there is winds 70, 80 miles per hour heading to your location, a possibility of a tornado, and you'll get a phone call in the middle of the night. You'll get text messages when there's severe thunderstorm warning heading your way. So it's a great service. This is what we have worked on for it was basically about almost 6-7 months before we went live with this. Tons of people have signed up for it this spring. So if you don't have that, it's a great tool. You can use it wherever you go. If you take a trip to Florida, you take a trip to California, hit the Find Me button, and it's going to put a dome around you and protect you wherever you are at. So it's not just for West Central Missouri, it's for anywhere around the world. So definitely check that out, guys. Also on Subby's Weather Talk group page, there is a link there to my Dropbox. If anybody has, say, a picture, a photo, size of a hail, you tell me where, when, where you're located. I get that directly to the National Weather Service. So again, on Subby's Weather Talk group, there is a link there. Feel free to click on it, save it. Know that you can always send that right to my file. It comes directly to me. Just make sure that you tell me the size of the hail, tell me where you're located at and what time that event happened. So that is there's a QR code. If you're watching this from a desktop or a laptop right now, you can take your phone, open up the camera, hover it over that QR code. It will take you right there to where you need to be. So pictures are very, very important. Videos are important. That helps the National Weather Service extend these warnings into other counties to help our neighbors out. So if you guys have any, that would be fantastic. Weather Lady, thank you very much for that super chat. I appreciate that. Lightning is insane. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Those sky cams, you guys are watching it right now. I mean, it is absolutely just non-stop lightning. We'll go ahead and kind of go over to a little bit bigger picture of this, and I'm telling you, it is absolutely insane the amount of lightning that is happening with these cells up in the KC metro area. Tons and tons of lightning right now up in the KC metro area. Take a look and see where these winds are at. I would not be surprised if maybe here a little bit we don't get maybe a little bit of a southern warning, maybe extending into Cass County, over into Belton, Raymore, Lone Jack, Strasburg area. Would not be surprised. It does look like it is continuing to lengthen a little bit further to the south. And we see this wind shift line, outflow line right down here going from about Lacine up to Harrisonville right now. So right now we've got very strong winds coming into North Kansas City, KC Metro, down Wyandotte County, down 69 Highway, down to about Red Bridge and Martin City. We have 50 to 60 miles per hour winds that is ongoing right now. Latest update now shows those strongest winds downtown Kansas City, down toward Raytown, down to Red Bridge, down to Martin City. So again, expect 60 mile per hour winds, very strong winds. Right now, not seeing much indication of any hail associated with this, but very, very heavy rains, very strong winds right now. Gary, thank you so much for that super chat. I sure appreciate that, my man. It sure helps out the stream a bunch. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, please hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed. Hit that little bell. That way you'll always get notified when I go live. So there is, make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit a thumbs up. Basically what that does, guys, YouTube has the algorithm, and people in West Central Missouri, say you live in Harrisonville and you have YouTube on, you look for suggestive videos. The more likes, the more subscribers that we have on YouTube channel, it will automatically put my feed up there and try to get some weather information out to those who might not know about our live feed. So very important, and I would appreciate that very, very much. And thank you guys, Mindy, Justin, Crystal, Mel, Tiffany. Thank you guys for subscribing. I sure do appreciate you guys subscribing to the page. And again, right now, guys, I'm just going through National Weather Service looking to see if there's any damage reports. I have not seen any. We do have some we do have some power outages being reported up in the KC metro area. Valerie, you just got yourself a little bit of a thunderstorm up there in Wyandotte County. So right now we've got a pretty good little line of storms stretching from near Buckner down to Blue Springs, Lee Summit, Greenwood, Belton. You guys are getting hit with some torrential rainfall, wind speeds up to about 40 miles per hour, Lee Summit, Greenwood, Belton area. You guys are not under a warning right now. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning, 60 mile per hour winds, nickel-sized hail that's going to be coming through Buckner, Green Valley, down to Lone Jack here in about 15 minutes. We still have more storms that are forming over here on the Kansas side, near Holton, down to about Topeka. And again, I'll put this in motion. They're moving east southeast, so they're beginning to kind of stretch out. So Johnson County, Cass County, and likely over toward Pettis. A little bit surprised Pettis is not in that severe thunderstorm watch yet, but we're likely going to see them be included. A few areas in western Pettis County is included. However, we're just going to go ahead and call the whole county of Pettis under this watch. There are some thunderstorms that are knocking on your door right now. All right, so send a couple pictures over to the National Weather Service from you guys. I appreciate that. So, right now we have right in our vicinity we have one severe thunderstorm warning still for Blue Springs, Lee Summit, Buckner. Right now, taking a look at the velocity, we're not seeing a whole lot other than about 40 to 50 mile per hour winds right now. So the winds have died down just a little bit, but torrential rain, probably at least some pea-sized hail falling in Blue Springs into Lee Summit and Greenwood right now. Picking up a little bit of a hail core just to south of Greenwood. It's going to be clipping the north side of Pleasant Hill. Right here in Pleasant Hills where the NexRad tower site is located, the big soccer ball looking at the National Weather Service, that is our radar site. So once we get close to it, we start to get a few things kind of skewing just a little bit and get pixelated really, really bad. So, but right now, nothing severe for Cass County right now. But if this hail core continues to strengthen, we possibly could see an extension of a severe thunderstorm warning, possibility over parts of Cass and Johnson counties. But right now, everything seems to be behaving. There's not a lot of thunderstorms out there. We still have some building up here in northeast Kansas, but this is forming right along this cold front, and that's. I'm going to say there's going to be more thunderstorms that will initiate throughout the early morning hours, right along this front. But right now we just have just some couple clusters of storms. One out near Holton, Kansas, and another one over KC Metro, Greenwood, Lee Summit area. Oh, now I'm not bringing on the angry weather. Matter of fact, as soon as you said that, the severe thunderstorm warning expired for Jackson County. So, So, Gunner, as far as Sedalia, you know, Sedalia is not included in that severe thunderstorm watch. There are a few areas in western Pettis County that is, but they did not highlight the entire Pettis County area. But this is tracking towards Pettis County right now. We do have the potential to see some hail and some winds up to 60 miles per hour. So as of right now, guys, we're a little bit early. We do have some storms up just north of west central Missouri for the most part. We do have more thunderstorms out in eastern Kansas. They're all sliding to the east southeast, so it's going to be clipping some of our counties here in west central Missouri. They are expecting more thunderstorms to develop out along this cold front and eventually sink down into west central Missouri. Now, the later we get, the severe threat is likely going to come back just a little bit. It's going to pull back, but we could still get some thunderstorms, maybe some gusty winds. But the way it looks right now, it's not all that impressive as far as the the coverage of the thunderstorms right now. So kind of noticed up here in northwest Missouri, they pretty much eliminated that severe thunderstorm watch up here for northwest and far northeast Kansas right now. So Platte County, we have 60 mile per hour winds in Platte County. We do have some power lines down Jackson and Leavenworth, Kansas right now. I don't think right now, Chelsea, as far as the Clinton Tightwad area, right now we're just tracking some good old summertime thunderstorms right now. And again, the later we get into the night in the early morning hours, I think the severe threat will lessen just a little bit. I still think we're going to see these showers and thunderstorms move across west central Missouri along a cold front that will likely be sagging to the south just a little bit. We do have a renewed chance for thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night along that same front. It's just not moving very fast. So the Storm Prediction Center actually, we can take a look here real quick. So tomorrow, this is tomorrow's categorical risk for severe thunderstorms. So we'll have that, we will have that cold front still around in the area. So if you get missed tonight with some of those rains, then those in Vernon County, St. Clair, Benton, Pettis, Henry, we'll likely get some renewed showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. Same threats as well as what they are tonight, with some strong straight line winds, maybe a couple incidences of hailers also. taking a look at the wind speeds, we don't have, it's getting a little gusty with an outflow boundary down Garden City, Urick, down to Butler. If you know, this right here is an outflow boundary, that rain cooled air being pushed out ahead of this line of thunderstorms. If we put this back to reflectivity, this right here is an outflow boundary. So this right here, you could probably expect 30, maybe even up to 40 mile per hour winds. If this was during the daylight hours, you would see a massive roll cloud right now. That would be absolutely beautiful to see, but unfortunately, with it being nighttime, you're not going to be able to see that. But that outflow boundary actually pushes from Garden City down to Butler, down to Mound City, Kansas. We put this in motion. You notice it's kind of outrunning that line, and eventually it's going to be in Clinton here probably in about another 20 minutes or so. And this also, we could have thunderstorm form along it, and it could also serve as a kind of a weakening. Once that mass of thunderstorms comes across that rain cooled air, it will, from the outflow, they will begin to weaken a little bit. So because they're moving more east than what they are to the south, so they tend to stretch out a little bit to the south, but the main clusters are moving almost more east than what they are south. So Pettis County, Johnson County, you guys are going to get hit with some good rainfall, a lot of lightning here in about another 15-20 minutes. Yeah, it's over Lone Jack right now, Dale. So you guys are getting a lot of lightning and torrential rain right now. Nothing severe. Those of you in Odessa, Lake Lafayette, down along 50 highway between Lone Jack and Warrensburg, including Centerview, you guys are going to be getting some torrential rains, a lot of lightning. But right now, we don't have any severe weather on the Missouri side right now. Yeah, still a lot of lightning in Harrisonville right now, Landon. You guys are kind of on the back side of this little cluster of thunderstorms, but there's still a lot of lightning in and around Harrisonville right now. We could get a few thunderstorms, and again, I'm expecting showers, thunderstorms to be kind of ongoing throughout the morning. So I think we might wake up maybe to a few showers, maybe a few thunderstorms in the area tomorrow morning, but then we'll clear up. We'll be in the mid 80s, partly cloudy skies tomorrow, and then we'll have another renewed chance along that cold front for more showers and thunderstorms. Probably better chances down toward Vernon County, St. Clair County, Benton County, but it's going to depend on where that cold front sets up overnight tonight, who's going to get the thunderstorms tomorrow. So we still have more thunderstorms out here in eastern Kansas. They're going to be moving in probably here over the next couple, 3 hours. Just a reminder, until National Weather Service decides otherwise, we have Cass, Jackson, Johnson, Henry, Bates County under a severe thunderstorm watch till 4 a.m. So, when we're kind of under a watch like this, there's not going to be an all clear until we get a release from the watch. The watch means that conditions are favorable for the formation of some severe thunderstorms. And again, as far as cadence, as far as, if the siren's going to go off, if you're concerned about tornadoes, the tornado threat is very, very, very low tonight. With a couple severe thunderstorm warnings out there, we can't necessarily say there's a 0% chance, but this is mainly going to be just a strong straight line wind, maybe a couple of hailers. That's going to be our biggest threat for tonight. Yeah, looking at our taking a look at our sky cams right now, a lot of lightning, a lot of cloud to ground lightning, which is very dangerous. Take a look at a little bit bigger. Taking a look at our sky cam up near Dayton. It is looking due north right now, almost directly at this cell near Harrisonville. And of course, you can see there is a lot of cloud to ground lightning that is ongoing still. Take a look at the camera in Creighton. Of course, this is looking off to the northwest as well from Creighton, Missouri on that's going to be at Creighton. This is right here in Creighton. And we are looking straight north up toward Gun City, Holden, Kingsville. And there's still a lot of lightning ongoing there as well. So let's put a little time stamp on this for our friends over in Johnson and Pettis County. So we're looking at Holden. It's nearly right on top of you right now. Knob Noster in 28 minutes. Green Ridge in 38 minutes. We've got Sedalia in about 49 minutes. That is assuming that it continues on the same track. Looks like that gust front, that boundary, outflow boundary, now made it past Butler and is going through Urick right now. So Sedalia, again, I just put a timestamp on that. So this cluster of thunderstorms is going to be over your neck of the woods here in about 58 minutes. So we still have some power outages up in the KC metro area, as well as over on the Kansas side. We do have several power outages still being reported. As you guys can see down here by Emporia, Alma, Manhattan, up to Holton, a few more thunderstorms are getting going along that front. So those of you that get missed by these cells with this round, I do believe we'll have several other thunderstorms, showers, isolated, scattered throughout the morning time. Oh, my sis still has power. She's in Wyandotte County right now. So we do have power line down 1 mile south Kansas City and Jackson, as well as Leavenworth, Kansas. So right now we're still seeing this being sub-severe with this line of storm from Odessa down to just south of Holden right now. We do have that outflow boundary that's going to be coming through Clinton here in about 10 minutes. Montrose, Appleton City down to Rich Hill. But no precipitation right now down in most of Henry, St. Clair, Vernon, Bates County. Very little precipitation right now, but again, we're starting to see a few more thunderstorms popping up out here in eastern Kansas, and we expect them throughout the morning hours to move through the area. Now, I don't know if that severe threat is going to continue, because I really think that the later we get, the less of a severe threat that we're going to have for any of these strong straight line winds. Very, very low on the tornado threat, Rebecca. So whenever we're talking about severe thunderstorms, we can't necessarily rule out zero tornado chance, but it's very, very, very low. These are not the ripe conditions needed for tornado genesis, so the tornado threat very, very low. Just not quite zero yet. Hunter, that those winds were coming from that outflow boundary that pushed through Butler just a few minutes ago. Probably between 30-40 mile an hour wind gusts, probably coming out of the northwest, probably a lot cooler, probably a very cool air that blew through Butler. So those of you in Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Missouri, you do have another cell that's out here dropping some quarter-size hail near Oskaloosa. It's going to be continually to push off to more to the east and the southeast. So that's what we've seen with most of these cells tonight. A little bit of a shift to the south, but mainly an east movement with most of these cells, but they are forming right along a cold front. That cold front is going to sag a little bit to the south. So again, we have that renewed chance of severe storms in at least parts of west central Missouri tomorrow afternoon as well. We looked at the outlook for tomorrow, and it goes from about Clinton to Versailles down to Nevada, all of the Springfield metro area, West Plains, Poplar Bluff. In this yellow area is the level 2 out of 5 slight risk for severe thunderstorms. It's really going to depend on where that cold front sets up for tomorrow. Now, once you get behind that cold front, we can expect temperatures back into the mid, maybe upper 80s, lows at night back in the mid to upper 60s. So a great temperature for summertime here in west central Missouri. A lot better than the 100-degree heat that we had for those 10 days straight. So this is going to be a welcome sight. We just need some rainfall. So hopefully throughout the morning time we can get some of these showers and thunderstorms move through all of west central Missouri. And for those that do not pick up any through tomorrow morning, hopefully tomorrow afternoon, especially those down in St. Clair, Vernon, Benton counties, hopefully they get some of that moisture from some of these thunderstorms tomorrow. But we're still in a slight risk for right now. They're not going to change it. They're not going to change it until we get these thunderstorms out of here. We still have a severe thunderstorm warning out here just northeast of Topeka, dropping some quarter-sized hail just northeast of Topeka right now. So there's still a couple strong storms, and we have just enough instability. The instability was the big question on whether we got any thunderstorms this afternoon. How strong the thunderstorms were going to be tonight is the amount of instability, the amount of energy. That's the CAPE, the CAPE. That's the convective available potential energy that is out there. That is what we were with a little bit on the low side, but nonetheless, it's enough to provide a focus for some strong straight line winds, maybe some hailers this evening. But as we go through the course of the early morning hours, that CAPE is going to drop, and that's the reason why I think our severe chances, our severe threat is going to go down a little bit as we move into the early morning hours. But we do have water over the roadway 1 mile southwest of Kansas City, Missouri, reported 46 minutes ago. So Warrensburg, Knob-Noster, Chilhowie, Leeton, you guys are going to be getting some torrential rainfall. A light of lightning is knocking on your doorstep right now. It's going to be moving on over into Pettis County, Green Ridge, Sedalia, Hughesville, probably here about the next 20 minutes or so. Yeah, it became windy in Clinton on that Lexi because of this outflow boundary. We might, if you go out to your vehicles in Clinton right now, you might see a couple sprinkles on the windshield, but it's mainly just going to be that outflow boundary pushing through, that rain-cooled air that's pushing through the area. Probably 30, maybe even up to 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts associated with it. We can really see that when we go to the velocity radar. And you can see here, we probably got, that is about 30 to 40 mile per hour wind pushing through Clinton right now. So remember, the cool colors the greens, the light blues, those are all winds that are actually going toward Pleasant Hill, toward that Doppler radar site. And then all of the warm colors, the reds, the oranges, those colors are going away from the radar. So you can tell just by this right now that we have 30, maybe 40 mile per hour winds coming from the northwest, because these winds are going away from Pleasant Hill, means they're coming from the northwest going southeast. So we can tell a lot by using velocity radar. We can tell direction of the wind speeds and or the direction of the wind and the wind speeds by looking at the velocity radar. Got some pretty strong winds, maybe up to 50 miles per hour up heading in on the western side of Warrensburg right now. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they put a even maybe a special weather statement out for the eastern part of Johnson County, Missouri. Looks like maybe some 40 to 50 mile per hour winds coming through the eastern part of Johnson County. This is going to be affecting Whiteman Air Force Base and Knob Noster here in about the next 10 minutes. So again, if you have anything on your front porch, porch furniture, plants that you might have hanging, you might want to go ahead and take those down before these winds come through. Odessa is fine for right now, dope buckets. You've got we've got some cells that are beginning to kind of converge out here in eastern Kansas right now. They're going to be eventually moving into over on the Missouri side, and so this isn't the only round we're having tonight. I do expect several more thunderstorms, probably isolated in nature, move through onto the Missouri side and hopefully into parts of west central Missouri, but I don't think the severe threat is going to be very intense. I do think that we will see some scattered showers and thunderstorms all the way through tomorrow morning, and then we'll have a break, and depending on where that cold front sets up, we might have another round of thunderstorms, mainly for the Bates, Henry, Benton County, and south tomorrow. Appreciate everybody being in the stream tonight. Looked like all together on all of our platforms right now, we have about 400 people watching the stream right now. Appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate all the super chats that were given early on tonight. I appreciate that. That helps support the channel, pay for software, hardware. I appreciate that very, very much. Thanks for the help in that. Don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell, and make sure you hit a thumbs up. The algorithm will get this word out to anybody that might be watching YouTube that don't know about our live feeds here in West Central Missouri. It will suggest this feed for them to get that weather information out. So make sure you guys do that. I would definitely appreciate that. It helps the channel out a ton. when we was under that severe thunderstorm watch, those that had signed up for Weather Call Next Gen, they received the notification we were under a watch. It's a great service. Only a little over $1 a month, $15 for the entire year, and that's going to carry you through the entire severe storm season of 2027 if you sign up today. I'm putting that in the chat so that if anybody would like to click on that and take a look at it, you guys can sign up. If it's some dangerous severe weather like 70-mile-per-hour winds or a possibility of a tornado, regardless of the time of day, you're going to get a phone call, and it's going to be me on the other end. I'm going to be telling you why you're in danger and how to protect yourself. So it's a great service. A lot of people have taken advantage of it that are members here at Subby's Weather Talk. So definitely give that a gander, take a look at it, and sign up. And again, a little over $1 a month for that peace of mind. So Leeton, Calhoun, Windsor, Greenridge, Sedalia, Hughesville, you guys are going to be getting some of this intense cloud to ground lightning, some torrential rains, maybe some pea-sized hail. So just be prepared for that. That's going to continue to move into Pettis County, affect Sedalia, as well as over towards Smithton and along 50 Highway from Knob Noster all the way over to Otterville on 50 Highway.
Residential burglary alarm 125 Northeast 100, 125 Northeast 100. It's not validating on a map for me. It is showing the whole property. Entry exit marker. 125 Northeast 100 and 125 Northeast 100.
All right, sis.
7, I copy your traffic, Roger.
Good night. We're going to take a look, Creighton, Missouri, looking off to the east toward this cell over here near Windsor right now.
Service on code for 30 minutes. The ambulance transporting that subject to the issue.
So Leeton, I would not be surprised if you guys got some pea-sized hail, maybe a little bit of a hail core down along 13 Highway near Leeton. This is going to be pushing over toward Windsor along double EJ 52 Highway from Calhoun to Windsor. Going to get some torrential rains, a lot of lightning, guys. There's a lot of lightning. Hi, Faith. So we're going to have a chance for thunderstorms all the way through the early morning hours. We're under a severe thunderstorm watch till 4 a.m. So nothing is pressing right now for Clinton. So, you might be able to get a few hours sleep in. tornado threat is very, very low tonight. We cannot say 0%, but it is very, very low, Chomp Chomp. So we have about 40, 45 mile per hour winds stretching from Knob Noster all the way down to Calhoun right now, along the leading edge of this line of storms. Hopefully the Missouri State Fair, or the vendors are packed up, windows shut, and ready to get some very heavy rain and a lot of lightning. So I'm gonna go ahead, Carlos. I'll mention this one more time. So again, we're under a severe thunderstorm watch till 4 a.m. So again, we've got a lot of thunderstorms that are still forming out here in eastern Kansas. They're going to be making their way across the state line into west central Missouri overnight tonight. I don't think the severe threat is going to be very high, but nonetheless, we're under that severe thunderstorm watch till 4 a.m. Saw some lightning in Clinton. So again, you got to remember, you know, and I've seen it firsthand, lightning can actually strike up to 10 miles away from the parent storm. So I have seen it lightning when it's been, the sunshine's been out, blue sky above, and lightning struck 6 miles away from the thunderstorm. So again, lightning, you need to be, I always tell the kids when I do seminars for the school districts, I always tell the kids, if you hear it roar, go indoors. So it's kind of a catchy little phrase. If you can hear it thunder, then you're close enough to be struck by lightning. You bet, Carlos. So we need to get some of these light showers, moderate showers. We need to stretch them down here a little bit further south right now. Get us some rain here in Clinton. Well, guys, we've been on for about an hour and a half so far tonight. Luckily, we haven't had too many reports of any issues for tonight so far. And again, we're tracking several storms out on the Kansas side right now. That is going to be moving on to the Missouri side. Kansas City, Metro, Wyandotte County, Jackson County. You got a pretty strong storm up here near Leavenworth right now. That's still dropping some pretty good sized hail, up to 60 mile per hour winds. It's going to be heading over toward Leavenworth, Parkville, North Kansas City, and then eventually down toward Blue Springs, Lee Summit area here over the next couple hours. So we still have several thunderstorms that are popping up out here in eastern Kansas. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few more down here in maybe central eastern Kansas, down around Burlington, Emporia, Linden. That's where we're kind of seeing. Where this cold front is slowly sinking to the south. Liam, just get by a window, my man. Get by a window. Glad to have you in the stream. So Liam, he's my buddy. He came down with the Storm Chaser crew down to Springfield and had dinner with us, and we got him all set up with ways to be able to track all the data of severe thunderstorms, and he went through a procedure. We want to wish him well on his recovery. Liam, great to have you, my man. Ico Dave. It'd probably be a pretty good thing to do there, buddy. And the only reason I say that is because right now we've got it's 12:37. We expect to see thunderstorms, possibility of it going all the way through tomorrow morning. Now, keep in mind down where you're at in St. Clair County, you guys also have another chance for thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon as well along this cold front. But right now we're just watching these storms kind of follow the cold front right now. So as we go into the early morning hours, probably for you, I'm guessing sometime around 4 or 5 a.m., likely going to see at least some thunderstorms around your area. That's what all these lightning bolts are. All these little lightning bolts are lightning strikes, cloud to ground lightning that has happened over the last 5 minutes. Windsor, Green Ridge, you guys are having this lightning and torrential rain just on your doorstep right now. So what's happening there, Janet, in Osceola? You've got about remember there's a little bit of a lag time right now. About 3-4 minutes on radar. So here, just within the next minute or two, you're likely going to get a couple of strong wind gusts down there, anywhere between 30 to 40 miles per hour. This is along an outflow boundary. You can see it a lot better on our velocity radar, where you see this pink line that's going through here. Those are outflow boundaries, rain cooled air that is pushed ahead of this complex of thunderstorms, and it's holding 30 to 40 mile per hour winds. Very little precipitation. You might see a couple sprinkles on a windshield, but mainly just some gusty winds as that outflow boundary pushes through your area. It's moving about 50 miles per hour, Kenneth. So it's moving at a pretty good clip.
Children's Mercy Dental Campus ER. The 11-year-old male requiring IV meds.
Guys, if you will excuse me just for about 2 minutes, I'll be right back. I'm going to go use the restroom and fill up my tea. I'll be right back with you. All right, I am back. Got a refill. Ready to go. So they did extend this severe thunderstorm warning that was out here on the Kansas side. This is going to extend over to Wyandotte County. This is going to be Kansas City, Kansas, Wyandotte County. They did get a report 65-mile-per-hour winds and dime-size hail. So they extended that severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds and 1-inch hail. And that's going to be including Parkville as well as North Kansas City and downtown Kansas City, Kansas on the Kansas side. Looking back over here, looked like we had this. The sill continues to kind of shift just a little bit to the south as it moves east. So Lincoln, so Jay, if you're watching this late at night, Lincoln, Colcamp, you guys are expected to get some of this lightning, torrential rain, maybe some pea-sized hail that's coming through Lamont, Green Ridge right now. Sedalia, downtown Sedalia, about 5 minutes before the leading edge of this heavy rain will be coming through Missouri State Fairgrounds as well as city of Sedalia. Dave, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely, Liam. All you gotta do is turn it on, put the cap back on it, seal it up, and throw it out in your front yard. And again, Ico Dave, thank you so much for that $10 super chat, man. Man, that's awesome. You guys always support me very, very well here on the channel, and I do appreciate that very, very much. Gonna have to come down and get a peach knee high. So along 65 highway from Sedalia down to Warsaw, you guys are getting some, getting the leading edge of this moderate to heavy rain. A lot of lightning, some gusty winds, maybe some pea-sized hail. Let's go ahead and blow this back out just a little bit. And again, we continue to see showers and thunderstorms forming along this cold front all the way across here. It will slowly begin to sink to the south, hopefully bring more rainfall down a little bit further south. And again, this cold front is gonna stall somewhere, and then we're gonna have renewed chance for thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon as well, depending on where that cold front stalls out at. Hi, Stephanie. Yeah, Clinton is getting just a few. You're seeing some lightning likely from the cells off to our east right now. We don't have really much of the way, maybe a couple little sprinkles out there in most of Henry County. The main line of just intense rainfall, maybe some pea-sized hail stretching from Lincoln down there, your neck of the woods, Jay, up through Cocamp, Green Ridge, Sedalia, and then it's going to eventually be making its way over toward Stover, Versailles, Smithton, Otterville, Tipton. Notice that outflow boundary is really starting to wash up now. There's really not a whole lot left of it. We do have some, maybe some 20-mile-per-hour winds going through Osceola right now, but you got some pretty good winds coming through Pettis County down from just south of Sedalia along 65 highway down all the way down to about Lincoln and down to Warsaw. So 50-mile-per-hour winds maybe in this area, but a lot of lightning over the last 5-10 minutes. So let's go ahead and take a minute, and again, we don't have any severe thunderstorms here on the Missouri side right now. We've got we do have a severe thunderstorm warning up here for the kind of right around the Wyandotte County, Platte County area. There's some actually up to 1.5-inch hail associated with this, maybe 60-mile-per-hour winds. But we have a rather intense line of very heavy rains from Hughesville down to Sedalia, Colcamp, Lincoln, down to Warsaw. A lot of lightning associated with this. It is not severe warned. It is staying below that criteria of severe weather. So we're starting to see that line kind of extend down toward Cross Timbers and Hermitage now. So again, we're seeing this move more east than we are south. We do have several more thunderstorms that are up here in northeast Kansas. Likely will kind of converge and work their way across through the early morning hours. But what I would like to do now, I would like to go ahead and take a look at the models. We do have a new one that's going to be coming out here pretty quick. About 11% complete right now. Let's just go with last hour's. So what we're going to do, we're going to put this into motion right now. And we're going to take this hour by hour, so through tomorrow morning. So there's 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and notice by around sunrise, areas in Bates County, Henry County, St. Clair, and Vernon begin to get into some light to moderate rain activity. But it looks like this main cluster out here is going to kind of continue to push to the east, and not so much to the south. So by tomorrow morning, I'd say a lot of us are going to be getting some rain showers in the morning, likely out of here by I'm still thinking probably around 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. It should be out of here, but then we're going to have some more thunderstorms possible. This is around 5 o'clock tomorrow night. We have thunderstorms forming up in northwest Missouri and northeast Kansas, and we could see another similar night. Oh, I had to sneeze, excuse me. So be interested to see what the next, the 0Z update is going to show. It should be done probably here in about 30 minutes, and we can go a little bit longer range out tomorrow into tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, and we will see what the latest data is showing. For tropical weather, we really don't have a whole lot going on over in the Atlantic. The Pacific is still active right now. Let's just take a look at that here real quick. Spin the old globe over here. We do have a couple of areas of concern. Now keep, if you guys read the headlines, Hawaii got hit with a hurricane and a tropical storm, torrential rains on the island. There's a couple of areas of concern, maybe formation of another tropical disturbance, maybe possibly a hurricane out here in the Pacific, but nothing out here in the Atlantic. So far it's been a very quiet hurricane season so far. We're still over a month away from peak hurricane season, but right now nothing's showing up out there in the Atlantic right now. So that's good news for the Gulf states right now. Yeah, that don't surprise me, Sherbert. And again, we're taking a lot of lightning strikes, and of course, just like any thunderstorm activity, guys, we're going to see that potential for power outages due to lightning strikes. Even a 40-50 mile an hour wind gust can knock a tree branch off and down a power line. So we have to be prepared for the possibility of power outages, and especially along this line now that's going from Hermitage up Cross Timbers, almost directly up 65 Highway, Warsaw, Lincoln, Cold Camp, Green Ridge, Sedalia. So coming up Lakeview Heights, you guys are going to get some of those, some of that moderate rain, a lot of lightning. Nothing severe with this line. Now they did issue a new severe thunderstorm warning extension, and this is going to include Wyandotte County, Jackson County, including the KC metro area. This is going to include Blue Spring, Buckner, along 24 Highway again. So this is kind of going along that same path as what we've seen this other cluster, but we are starting to see a little bit more activity out here in eastern Kansas. So we're just going to have to see. Some of this out here in northeast Kansas is not severe, just good old summertime thunderstorms with a lot of lightning. So to show you guys this right here, bring it down here. So this is, I'm looking at a couple, I got computer screens all around me, so I'm looking at several different pieces of information when I'm tracking these storms. And notice right up here and kind of just north of the Kansas City area, you see this little circle right here. That little circle right there is the amount of CAPE, that convective available potential energy that the storms have to work with. And that's the reason why you're seeing all of these thunderstorms forming up here in northeast Kansas. This is going to be along the cold front interacting with that higher CAPE value. And that's the reason why we're seeing all these thunderstorms out here, being pretty robust. And then once they move into a little bit lesser energy, they don't, they're still thunderstorms, but they just don't get to that severe level. There's just not enough energy out there for them to happen. So this is current data, and that's the reason why we're seeing these thunderstorms continue to blossom up here right around the KC metro area, northeast Kansas. So Sedalia, you're getting some torrential rains, a ton of lightning out your way too. Same with Cold Camp, Green Ridge, Smithton. You guys are getting a ton of lightning, so you got to make sure that you prepare for power outages. Make sure you have your phone charged. Make sure you got a flashlight handy. Make sure your shoes are next to your bed, couch, or recliner, wherever you may be laying down or sitting in. Make sure that you're prepared for a possible power outage, because there's a lot of cloud to ground lightning associated with this line of storms. Yeah, Haley. Actually, Lexi is exactly right. So, whenever we have these strong storms like this, and we have some severe weather up here in the KC area, we do have a little bit of spin in the atmosphere to create some hail, but this is not the type of setup for tornadoes. So we can't completely rule out it is not 0% chance, but it's very, 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 very low.
Door on a ridge, parking lot, and we're gonna the east side of the building, at least for the last 10 to 15 minutes.
Sounds good, Liam. Yeah, I ought to bring my laptop over and show you how you can take that data off of that data logger. Whatever you feel like you're up to it, I'll make a drive out there. Thanks, Angel. Power is flickering out there in Ionia.
Subject's gonna be inside the front door now, then leaving past the border. Need water pumps in the back.
So again, for our friends up here in Jackson County, we still have 60-mile-per-hour winds, 1-inch hail possible in this highlighted area. That's going to include Wyandotte County on the Kansas side, KC Metro, down I-70 to Blue Springs, Buckner along 24 Highway, Sibley, Claycomo, North Kansas City. That's for this cluster of storms right here.
Do you want him to be given a trespass warning? He's back outside now on the inside.
So straight down 65 from Hughesville down to Sedalia, Coal Camp, down to Lakeview Heights, Edmondson, all the way down to Cross Timbers and Hermitage. You guys are getting some moderate to heavy rain, a ton of lightning right now along this line of thunderstorms. Nothing severe, just some strong thunderstorms. You know, we're seeing a bunch of thunderstorms still developing out here in northeast Kansas, where that highest axis of instability, where the Cape values are the greatest, is right in here where all these thunderstorms continue to form and kind of cluster up and then move across the state line. So have a feeling maybe the better chances for us to pick up any rain, thunderstorms could be tomorrow here in west central Missouri, tomorrow afternoon. And again, we just have to wait and find out where that cold front is going to be setting up at. Got a pretty good little hail core out here in Fairmont, Kansas. That's going to be heading over again in about the same areas over here, KC metro area. We'll take a look at the hail size. Probably a pretty good hail core going on right there. Yep. Probably quarter size hail happening near Fairmont. And we are using the vertical integrated liquid version of radar. And basically what it does, it can actually send a beam out and measure the mass of an object. So obviously a raindrop is fairly small. A big raindrop, you get up into like the yellow and orange, where it's very heavy rain. And when you get into the purples, that's when you're going to start to see up to like nickel to quarter size hail. So we have a pretty good hail core that's going to be coming close to Parkville, North Kansas City, Wyandotte County here over the next 20 minutes. We got some pretty good winds. We're gonna find out on that, Tim, as far as when these storms are going to initiate. I'm kind of waiting about another 20 minutes or so to see the latest data with the new update that just come out on the models. So Stover, from Otterville down to Stover, Versailles, Gravois Mills, you guys are going to be getting some pretty gusty winds, torrential rain, and a lot of lightning here over the next few minutes. Yeah, Shrock, I'd say it probably was. That's that little area of winds right here came straight across 52 Highway, Crockerville, and it's coming into Stover right now. Yeah, Sedalia, you're in the clear right now, Destiny, and probably still a couple hours off from these stronger thunderstorms up here in the KC metro area. But yeah, for right now, you just got some residual rainfall right now in Sedalia. Right now, Tim, looks like Looks like some thunderstorms heading up in northwest Missouri, up in your neck of the woods, by around 6 to 7 o'clock tomorrow night with the latest data. No power south of Colcan. And I'm going to bet you that's going to be because of the lightning strikes. I mean, it is just absolutely lighting the sky up down there. All this is going to be moving over toward the Morgan County area. And even further north, Otterville, Tipton, Versailles, Gravois Mills, Laurie, Climax Springs, Max Creek, all the way down to Urbana.
Valley, any response to 220 West Bend Street, again 220 West Bend Street, for a 62-year-old female with pain in the ribs and difficulty breathing, temperature 118.
Oh, I bet, Mindy. Looks like a strobe light out there. It does. I mean, you know, these storms are 70 miles away from our sky cams you see right up underneath of the picture of radar, and it's just constant lightning. It's looking off toward this line over here in Benton County. So what I'm actually looking at right here, there's some signatures here for some downburst winds, where you see these, where you get these real bright. Actually, let's go ahead and slow this down just a little bit. Now we are on velocity radar. Remember, red is going away from the radar site, green is going toward the radar site in Pleasant Hill. If I zoom in toward the KC metro area, there's certain times where you get this cluster of red, like right here. Those are kind of signatures of some downburst winds, where you could be getting up to 60-mile-per-hour winds with some of these. So again, there's one right there too, probably right over MKC probably. So again, up here in the KC metro area, getting some downburst winds. And remember, downburst winds, the easiest way to know what those are is, it's kind of like a microburst, just in a little bit, a smaller or a bigger area. Downburst winds, if you can think of a water balloon and hold it about head high and then let go of it. When it hits the ground, before it hits the ground, all the water's in the balloon. It's just traveling. When it hits the ground, it has no place else to go except out. And those are those downburst winds that you're getting. And up to 60 miles per hour in the KC metro area. So again, that's one of the reasons why they have this severe thunderstorm warning, up to 60 mile per hour winds from Kansas City, Parkville, Claycomo, down to Buckner along 24 and Blue Springs along I-70 right now. The strongest of the winds now have pretty much moved off into Morgan County, around Versailles, Stover area. Looks like there's a little pocket of 40 to 50 mile per hour winds associated with that as well. Very heavy rain. No power west of Cocamp by 65 highway there on 52. Brianna, that's up there by the 4 mile corner there. So we have this line of heavy thunderstorms. They're strong thunderstorms. They're not severe, but they're strong thunderstorms. They are now pretty much out of west central Missouri. They are going to be heading over toward the Osage Beach, Lynn Creek, Eldon, Versailles, Gravois Mills area here over the next 15 to 30 minutes. We've got a few little thunderstorms still left in Johnson and Pettis County near Green Ridge. We got a couple stronger cells up here in the KC metro area. Look like still producing some hail coming into Parkville and Wyandotte County over by Victory Hills. And so we still have that severe thunderstorm warning for the next 20 minutes for Jackson County and Kansas City, Kansas, as well as Wyandotte County. And we still have several thunderstorms out here in northeast Kansas. And of course, this area right here where they are getting, the intensity is a little bit higher, and they're forming out here is where the highest axis of instability, where that cape, the energy that is allowing these thunderstorms to initiate and grow upscale. And then once they cross the state line into a little bit lesser energy, they're not quite as strong, but still producing a lot of lightning, a lot of rainfall if you get up underneath one of these thunderstorms. Getting pretty late. I noticed we dropped from we started off with about 760 people on all of our platforms. We were down about 400 here about an hour ago, and looked like we're down to about 275 people in the stream right now. So a few people are falling off, and they're heading back to bed. So which I don't blame them one bit. Like I said, this is not a huge setup for severe weather, but we are seeing some wind gusts up to 60 mile per hour up in Kansas City metro area, but 30 to 40 mile per hour down here in west central Missouri. Some of us still under that severe thunderstorm watch until 4 a.m. That includes Cass, Johnson, Bates, and Henry County, far western Pettis County, till 4 a.m.
What if I get a sort of area of green in between 3rd and 4th Street and Green Street in between 3rd and 4th Street for a lane, power line that's possibly hanging down across the road? And our BMS is not smart or anything, but he did hit it with his vehicle. Screw it, let's just zoom out. That was done work for you.
If anybody decides to go to bed, they can go to bed with a little bit of peace of mind. If you guys have not, make sure that take advantage of one of the best services out there, Weather Call NextGen. I'm putting the link up here in the chat right now. You can click on that link. It's a little over $1 a month, $15 for the entire year. If you sign up now, it takes you all the way through severe storm season next year in 2027, and you'll get notifications for watches, advisories. If there's 70-mile-per-hour winds, or if there is a tornado heading your direction, then you're going to get a phone call 24/7, 365 days a year. You're going to get a phone call from me, and it's going to be me on the other end. I'm going to be telling you what you're under and how to protect yourself. So it is a great service. So please take advantage of that. If you want to go ahead and set that, and then you can, once you set it, then you can go to bed knowing that you're going to get a phone call from me if there's some severe weather heading your way. So one thing to note, they did go ahead and put a new severe thunderstorm warning out. This is going to be for 60-mile-per-hour winds, what we were just kind of looking at for northwestern Miller and Morgan County in central Missouri. This is the same line of storms that came across Benton County and into Miller and Morgan County right now. So still seeing, and again, a little bit of a pocket of stronger winds right now coming through Versailles and also down here near Gravois Mills. So definitely, if you have friends or family, or you might even be watching from this area, just know that you got some very strong winds and torrential rain and a ton of lightning heading your way.
Showing your board now, screen, so forth and fifth, possible lockdown, very good.
Hi, Wendy. We still have a severe thunderstorm watch till 4 a.m. So we have a lot of thunderstorms out here on the Kansas side. They're moving east, a little bit of a shift to the south. So we may get some more thunderstorms. Right now, the latest data is showing some thunderstorms and rain showers in our area right around the 5-6 a.m. time frame. And then we're going to it'll lighten up, and we'll have a partly cloudy day, and then we have another chance for thunderstorms again tomorrow night. So hopefully we can get some moisture here in Bates County, Henry County, St. Clair, Vernon County, Cass and Johnson's and Pettis counties, and actually Benton County. They've all received some decent rains tonight. So we need to have them share the wealth a little bit down here with us. Hi, Carlos. Yeah, you've got a little thunder shower over on top of Warrensburg right now. Nothing too intense right now, but nothing like what they've got coming down over Versailles right now. That's some torrential, probably 1.5 to 2 inch an hour rainfall rate down here near Versailles. Wyandotte County looks like they received several hailstones approximate golf ball size. We still have a very strong hail core right now near Brenner Heights along 5 Highway on the Kansas side. This is going to be just northwest of Wellborn, and of course it's going to be moving over here into the Missouri side here in the next few minutes. Let's switch over to vertical integrated liquid. So yeah, we have a very large hail core right now. Basically stretching from Victory Hills all the way up to Parkville. This is going to include Pomeroy, Nearman, Quindaro Bluffs, Brenner Heights. We have some a little bit bigger than quarter-size hail. This is up on Independence Boulevard up in Kansas City, Kansas. So still producing quite a punch up here in the KC metro area. Good night, Lexi. Take a look at go to Subby's Weather Talk and click on Extreme West Central Missouri weather info, and here we have our energy companies. Looks like we've got over 7,500 people without power from Evergy right now, mainly centered in KC metro area. We do have some around Sedalia. We also have some around Harrisonville here in west central Missouri. Osage Valley has about 198 people without, and that's over here up here in Bates County. That I don't know if that would be, that's at 11:45 tonight. I don't know if that would necessarily be storm related, unless that was maybe part of that outflow boundary that maybe knocked a few branches down. But 198 people out from Osage Valley. Como has about 76 customers without power right now. and it's basically right along 52 highway where we saw those gust of winds. They're going from Benton County over to Morgan County along 52 highway there. So again, the rest of West Central Missouri right now is we've got a couple of thunderstorms up here in Johnson County, Pettis County. These are just normal summertime thunderstorms. A lot of lightning, some brief heavy rains going on up here. But the rest of West Central Missouri right now, we're high and dry right now. So again, we've got several more storms up here in northeast Kansas, northwest Missouri. Don't know if they are going to take more of a turn to the south or kind of continue their east-southeast movement and just kind of clip parts of our area. We still have this very strong storm getting ready to cross the state line now in North Kansas City.
Central Unit 16 session. So, 139.
So we're going to have up here near Leavenworth, Farrellview, Tracy, probably stay maybe just to the south of Smithville. But we've got an area of very intense rainfall, a lot of lightning. Smithville, you guys are likely going to get the lightning for sure, but looks like the heaviest of the rain might stay just to the south of you there at Smithville. But this is crossing the state line right now. It is not warned, but however, it is a line of pretty good thunderstorms that's coming across the state line there. And of course, we have this monster right now here coming across the state line near North Kansas City, dropping some bigger than quarter-size hail, likely 1.25 to 1.50 inch hail. That's going to be coming across the state line. Guys, I'm going to go grab me a snack since we're going to wait and see what this hailer does as it crosses state line. Might be in line Green Valley, Buckner, over toward Higginsville. We'll kind of watch this cell. We're going to watch these cells out here in northeast Kansas. I'm not going anywhere, just going to grab me a snack, take a time out. We've been live now for almost 3 hours, so going to take a little bit of a break, kind of freshen up just a little bit. So I'm going to leave this up. And we are, and then I will be back. Just take a short break. I'll be back here in just a little bit. Hey guys, I am back. So we do still have this severe thunderstorm warning out for Jackson County. It looks like the hail core is coming up on Sugar Creek, Independence. Going to be heading over towards Celsa, Blue Springs, and just north of Interstate 70. Still putting down quarter to golf ball size hail. So some very large hail associated with this particular cell. It's still moving more east than it is south, so it's likely going to maybe affect Blue Springs, Oak Grove, Odessa, Buckner, in that area, mainly along and just north of I-70. We still got several storms along this cold front stretching all the way out to Manhattan, Kansas, through Topeka, Leavenworth. We still have this cell that came across Benton County as well as Pettis County, and it has produced a couple severe thunderstorm warnings out for Miller, Morgan County. It's currently right now just to the east of Osage Beach, up to Eldon, to Russellville. Going to be coming across into Jefferson City and Iberia here over the next 15-20 minutes. And this is for 60-mile-per-hour winds and up to nickel-size hail. We still have a couple thunderstorms out there near Higginsville, Sweet Springs, Sedalia. Nothing severe, just some moderate rain. A lot of lightning still with these cells. Power off at Syracuse. Syracuse is down here, I believe, in Pettis. Let's see, that's going to be over in Morgan County. We had a report of power's off.
Engine 4 says. Good for it.
So for those of you that are still sticking around, just kind of remember that as we go into tomorrow, these thunderstorms are setting up along a cold front that will be slowly pushing its way to the south. Now tomorrow we're going to have that chance for let's see here, they've tomorrow, today. So we're going to have a chance. This is going to be for since it's after midnight, at 2 o'clock, obviously. So down around the Springfield area, and actually all of west central Missouri is under at least a marginal risk for severe storms. Again, tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon, evening, into the overnight. Take a look at the latest model here. So here, as we go into the 4-5 a.m. time frame, notice there are some showers and thunderstorms in west central Missouri. Likely not going to be severe. And then as we go into tomorrow evening, notice there are some thunderstorms up here. This is 6 o'clock right now. This is up here, St. Joe, Chillicothe, Trenton. There's some pretty strong storms up in this area during that time frame around 6 o'clock tomorrow night. So again, I do believe that probably most of our severe weather is over for west central Missouri for tonight. But we do have a chance for some robust thunderstorms again tomorrow. This is the strongest cell that we have out there right now, producing up to 1.75 inch hail, about golf ball size, and looks like it's running right along, coming across 291 there at Independence. So looks like it's smack dab over Independence right now, getting ready to go over 291, heading over toward Adams, Celsa, along just north of Interstate 70. How big is that hail? Kiwi Cat? Any kind of an approximate size? Are we talking like pea size, dime size, or a little bit bigger? Severe weather is likely done, Caden, for Bates County. But thunderstorm chances are still, I don't think, are going to be done. I think we're all going to get a little bit of thunderstorm activity here over the next 3 hours. But I think the severe threat is pretty much going to be nil by the time we get these thunderstorms. Pea size, thank you, Kiwi Cat. I will let National Weather Service know about that.
Ronnie Miller, Windsor 26 expiration, 97, deal passengers, management. Good.
Central Drain again. Heavy residential burglary alarm showing at 950 West Division. Get 950 West Division. the Scott Mosley residence showing zone 1 front door. The alarm company did speak with him, he stated there's nobody on the cameras within route to check things out and didn't need the police, but he could not verify the account password.
So the Storm Prediction Center just came out with this. Blow this up just a little bit. So this is concerning the watch area, the severe thunderstorm watch. So they are saying that the severe wind hail threat continues within and east of this area. When they're talking east, they're talking about Benton County, Pettis County, over toward Camden County, Morgan County, where we see that line of storms moving into. So right now, Storm Prediction Center is seeing that the ingredients are still there for that possibility of a severe wind or hail threat for our area here in West Central Missouri that's currently under that severe thunderstorm watch until 4 a.m. J-Ball, thank you so much for subscribing, man. Appreciate it.
I said you validate for
They did drop the hail size on this severe thunderstorm warning to 1-inch hail, which is quarter size, 60 mile per hour wind possible with this severe thunderstorm warning. Currently ongoing nearly over Eastern Independence, and that's going to take it down toward the Lake City Army Ammunition Plant, Burr Oaks Conservation Area, Salsa, and then over toward Blue Springs.
It's off 18, it's West Division, out there by Kid Riley's property.
Appreciate you guys staying up late with me tonight at 2:09 a.m. We have been live for a little over 3 hours this evening, tracking some thunderstorms through West Central Missouri. Some of us have been under a severe thunderstorm watch since 10 o'clock tonight until 4 a.m. And that's going to include Cass, Johnson, Bates, and Henry counties. And of course, with the latest mesoscale discussion from the Storm Prediction Center, talked about those areas and east, which Benton County, Pettis County, Morgan County, Miller County. That threat continues for you guys as well as we go into the early morning hours.
Negative.
Yeah, saw that. Yep, they have 1.75 inch hail up there. Crazy. That can do some major damage. such a small pocket of this hail core right now, right over Adams, East Independence, over toward Little Blue. What is that? Little Blue Trace Natural Preserve. This is going to be heading over toward Pink Hill, Green Valley, Lake City. Very impressive hail core.
Quick cars, there was suspicious activity at Optimus Park. Northeast of Ivy, minivan full of people yelling and screaming. And then the vehicle took off and left a bunch of the subjects at the park. Minivans pull back in and subjects are jumping back. Possibly jumped into them.
Go ahead and put a storm track on this. Odessa, about 27 minutes. Oak Grove, in 16 minutes.
Left on Franklin towards the stoplight.
We haven't got any more updates from the National Weather Service up in Pea Hill. We still have this ongoing severe thunderstorm warning. Still seeing pockets of quarter, 1 inch hail, maybe 1 1/4 inch hail. Still ongoing over here. This is just east of Independence, coming down, what is that, 7 highway, heading over toward Lake City Army Ammunition Plant. Absolutely, Kiwi Cat. Pretty good little cluster of thunderstorms over Whiteman, Knob Noster, Concordia, Hughesville, into the northern half of Pettis County. And again, not severe, just moderate rain. Still a lot of lightning out there for this time of night. We still have several thunderstorms out here in eastern Kansas. They just continue to form along this line up here where that front is. Slowly sagging to the south. Looks like the last scan, maybe the cell is finally beginning to peter out just a little bit over here east of Independence. not quite the hail core that we seen earlier. Still have some torrential rains up Pleasant Valley, Liberty, over by Weatherby Lake. Torrential downpours, but this is the only severe storm that we have here in our vicinity, west central Missouri. This is going to be just east of KC Metro, down around Independence, and it continues to move off to the east southeast, with very slowly to the southeast at about 32-33 miles per hour.
Bradley, Frank, in the Garden City, 27 expiration on 07 Honda Passenger, stay up for that.
Yeah, this is really starting to fade out now that it's over here on the Missouri side, kind of getting away from that energy. There's a little pocket of energy along that cold front where we have the Cape values up there high enough to sustain these thunderstorms and initiate thunderstorms. That's one of the reasons why we continue to see some of these thunderstorms erupt along the front, where that available energy is a little bit stronger. Anybody with friends and family down here near Rolla, St. James, Dixon, down towards Steelville, Iberia, they have a severe thunderstorm warning for 60 mile per hour winds down that neck of the woods as well. And this is the same cell that come across Benton County, produced some probably some 50, maybe even 55 mile per hour winds in eastern Benton County over into Morgan County before it was warned, and looked like it's gaining just a little bit of strength as it goes into central and southeast Missouri. We have another 10 minutes left on this severe thunderstorm warning up here for Jackson County. Really lost a lot of its juice here just over the last 3-4 scans. So right now we're not seeing much of the way of a hail core, where we went from 1 3/4 down to maybe just pea size, if anything. I'd say this has not updated as of yet, but we can definitely tell it is weakening down some, and that's good news. Let's take a look at storm total precipitation. So that is where you see the rainfall at, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got anywhere between 2 to 3, a couple reports of 4 inches on the Kansas side, but 2 to 3 inches from really from North Kansas City down Oak Grove, Higginsville, down to Sweet Springs, 1 inch to 1.5 inches from Greenwood down through Sedalia, Green Ridge, Windsor area, Cole Camp. So, and hardly a drop for most of west central Missouri. So we definitely going to need some rainfall as we go into tomorrow morning. I'm hoping we're going to get some of those thunder showers in the morning. Go ahead and put this in motion. So again, more thunderstorms developing out here in northeast Kansas, moving across that same area. So if we can get that front just to shift a little bit further to the south and get some more rain here in Henry, Bates, Vernon, and St. Clair County, I would be much appreciative. This is a hail swath. This is where the pattern of where the hail, you notice really a diagonal line from basically Topeka down to Versailles. So definitely the biggest hail of the night was nearly downtown Kansas City, over on the Kansas City, Kansas side, golf ball size hail. This is the actually what we like to call the vorticity tracks, where it was spinning to create some hail cores in these supercells, and you kind of track where the greatest I guess spin of the atmosphere was at through the course of the night. I always like to kind of take a look at that. And obviously we have some pretty strong returns up here in the KC metro area. Right there, that's where the hail got to the biggest size, right there. Very interesting to go and take a look. All right, guys. So they're going to go ahead and allow this severe thunderstorm warning to expire. So what I think I am going to do right now here in really from Kansas City all the way through west central Missouri, this entire area right now, we are in decent shape right now. We're going to have some thunderstorms out and about. We're still under that severe thunderstorm watch till 4 a.m., about another hour and a half. We could see a couple of hailers up here north of I-70, but for the most part, west central Missouri, we're just hoping we continue to get maybe some of these showers and thunderstorms, get some precipitation falling. We're going to have that chance of showers and thunderstorms through tomorrow morning, and then we're also going to have another chance tomorrow evening. The biggest risk for severe weather is likely going to stay down around the Springfield, Missouri area into central Missouri. But I'll be watching it very close tomorrow as well. Give you guys an update first thing in the morning. I'll have my forecast on air at 95.3 KDKD and 104.9 The Biz here in west central Missouri, starting off at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So you can listen to the forecast, and of course I'll be updating on all of our social media platforms tomorrow morning. A big thanks to Family Safe Storm Shelter. They help sponsor the Wilder RV Weather Center over at 95.3 KDKD, Radford Media Group. A big thanks to them. Helps get this information out to more and more people, and which that is our ultimate goal here with Subby's Weather Talk. So for right now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call this a wrap. I'm not going to bed. I'm up for the night. So I will be monitoring here at the Weather Center for at least the next couple hours. Make sure there's nothing that should happen to pop up. And if it does, I'll be updating. If I have to go live again, I'll go live. So, Subby After Dark. Subby After Dark is in the house. We throw on a little bit of jazz. And, but guys, appreciate everybody staying on and staying up with us here at the Weather Center. So, a full update coming up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Have a great rest of your morning, I should say now. Talk to you soon, guys.